So Jono, a much better performance and just a nasty way to concede an equaliser.
Well, both equalisers were very similar in the fact that there were deflections, there were deflected goals. Actually, out of our last 5 goals that we conceded against, these 4 have involved deflections, and I started to pick the bones out of it. But look, there's a lot of positives from it. You know, some of the football that we played, the chances that we created, especially first half. All of a sudden you come out for the second half and some sort of storm started, you know, against the way that you're kicking against the wind. And it was tough because, you know, to be fair to SC over the last 2 games, I think you've got to give them a lot of credit because of the way that they try and play, the way that they try and attack, and there's almost that feel of new managers come in and there's so much freedom on them and on how they're playing. You can, you know, the centre half scored two goals against us late on in the games. You know, push right up the pitch, not headers off set pieces, strikes, backing themselves. So I think they've got that freedom. I think you saw the way they overloaded it right towards the end. You know, chasing the equaliser. But you know, fair play to them for keeping going to the end. But a lot of positives from us. You know, we're in a little rut. The lads are gutted, naturally gutted. You know, we've not won for 3 games. Performance-wise, you know, two of the 3 weren't really good enough. But and they're disappointed. But you know, we just said to them there, every side has a little blip. It's just, you know, we've got to get out of it. You know, fortunately we've not lost. You know, we've gained a point there, and we've stopped that losing streak, and we've got to make sure that, you know, we get back on a run, because the longer you stay in it, as happened to us last season with a 7-game winless run, around November sort of time, the longer you're in it, you know, it's harder to get out. So we just got to stick together and take the positives from what we've done and keep working on things in training, try and eliminate the other stuff.
A couple of changes today. Obviously Scott's in force, but does come in for Fino, got a goal and assist. You can't ask much more than that. How pleased were you with his attitude, his work rate? Great performance.
Don't question any of the lads' attitude or work rate, Will. You know, they've all give everything since they've come to the club, and great performance from him. I thought him and Jack linked up really well. You know, did everything we asked them to do. And I thought over the pitch we played some pretty decent stuff. You know, obviously the second half, the weather and the pitch didn't help, but the lads tried to do what we asked them to do. And on another day we might have gone and won that by a bigger margin. And this time, you know, unfortunately we've managed to draw.
As you said, playing some good stuff. That's a big positive to take into now January, which is shaping up to be a big month. Some big games coming up.
Really exciting month. You know, Stockport, Darlington and Salford, Harrogate, Brackley. You know, they don't come much bigger than them games. Some fantastic games for us. There'll be plenty more, you know, twists and turns over the season. 19 games to go, so half a season still. Loads of twists and turns yet. The message to our lads is keep their heads up. We've had a brilliant season so far. If somebody, you know, I've said it loads of times, somebody have offered us where we are at this moment in time, we'd have took it, but because of the circumstances it's been in, with 2 defeats and the draw and late goals that we normally score has been against us, makes it a little bit more disappointing. But you know, as Bernard said last week, and as I've just said then, we've said to the lads, you know, there's no reason to panic. You know, we just got to keep doing what we do. It's football. There's 2 teams on the pitch. One's trying to stop you from winning, trying to win themselves. You know, people think that it's just a case of turning up and because of a name that you win games. It doesn't work like that. You know, we're working hard. Things aren't going for us at the minute. Deflected goals are flying in, whereas, you know, probably 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks ago we had great blocks on the line and people were saying it was great defending. It's just a little bit unfortunate, but there are reasons. You know, there are reasons them things are happening and things that need tweaking.
Just on that point, Max, a couple of big saves and late on particularly to keep that from Senior. I mean, that saved the point.
Yeah, of course it did. Yeah, let's have it right. You know, back towards the back end of the game, they've had a great effort there. Then we go up the other end and get a corner, and it was very to and fro. There weren't much control of the game, and as I said, you know, just then about having a look at things and how we can get better, and that's controlling the game, especially at 2-0 up. You know, 11 men on the pitch. You know, we wanted to control the game a little bit better, but you know, there's other mitigating circumstances to why, you know, we couldn't do that. But we have to look back and see how we can improve.